Hey guys, it's Miss Shanwell here and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, hi and welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a mum tag. I've been getting lots and lots of questions in regards to being a mother, pregnancy, childbirth, all of those questions. So I just thought, why not do a Q&A? That way I can answer little questions. I think today I'm going to do about 20 and see if I can answer all of them for you. Let's get cracking. I'm also going to be looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up because I'm using my laptop. It's just a bit easier to answer the questions. So yes. The first question is, how old was you? How old was you? It should say, how old were you when you had your first child? Well, I was 23 when I had my son. Yeah, I was 23, so I'm a young mother. Number two, what was the hardest thing whilst you were pregnant for 9 months? So I was actually pregnant for 10 months. My son didn't want to come out. I think the hardest thing was not being able to do day-to-day activities. Like when I was living with my mum, we have a lot of stairs, so like that was one of the hardest things, going up and down all those stairs. And during my pregnancy I gained a lot of weight, so imagine my weight plus my son's, that is a lot and it's very tiring. So I just think, like, yeah, there was so many stuff in my pregnancy that was so hard. I'm sure all you mums out there will understand what I'm on about. But yeah, I would say that was my hardest thing. So number three, can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months? There was so many stuff. Connecting with my son, being able to feel him moving around, seeing him when I went to my scans. I think that was the reality, checking in, like, wow, he's here. He's, well, not physically here, but he's here. He's an actual baby. It was so beautiful going through that experience with him. Number four, in your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? So my childbirth was it was okay. It was very fast. My childbirth was just, well, my labor overall was 3 hours, so I feel like it was quite quick. He wanted to come out, I wanted him out. Yeah, it was all right. I think I had a very great support system, in my childbirth, and on top of that, the midwives were amazing as well. So it was a nice experience. I obviously had my partner there. I had my mum and I had my mother-in-law. So it was a full house, but it was a lovely experience. Number five, would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? No. Like I said, I think I had a great experience. Obviously it is painful, but the gas worked for me. I didn't have an epidural. I had gas and air and just breathing exercises. Yeah, it helps, ladies. It helps. But yeah, my childbirth wasn't that bad at all. Number six, what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? Okay, try and be organized because you don't want to be rushing around whilst you're heavily pregnant. There can be so many different obstacles in the way during your pregnancy and up until when you're getting ready for labor. So definitely mentally prepare yourself. Try and get to some baby classes. That was really helpful for me, and I think that's why my childbirth went so well for me, because I was obviously, number one, mentally prepared, I was doing a lot of research, and again, the baby classes, I found out stuff I never knew. I did not know. So I recommend going to your baby classes. Number 7. What has been the hardest thing about being a mum? What has been the hardest thing? I feel like communication. So now my son's 2, it's a bit different, but when he was younger, it was hard because there's obviously times that he acts up and he does it out of attention. So when you're trying to communicate with a baby, and a cheeky one at that, it can be hard. I feel like you get so frustrated, you get stressed out, and in your mind you have to remember that they're only a child. They can't communicate with you. They don't understand what they're doing or how we're feeling. So I would say communication was one of the hardest things about being a mother. Number 8. What has been the most rewarding thing about being a mum? Just having him here. I do not know what I would have done prior to him not being here. Like, number 9 is, what has been the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mum? There has been so many different stuff. I think being a mother, thing would be, it would be learning about yourself and life changing in general. Number 10. What is the best memory of you and your child? Oh gosh, I don't have a best memory because there are so many memories with my son. So many. I feel like when he calls me mummy, the first time he calls me mummy, I think I just broke down in tears because he was so young. And on top of that, it's just a nice feeling. And what was the most exciting milestone? I think when he began to crawl and then when he began to walk. That was like a little giddy moment. Like, it was amazing. Just kind of seeing him push himself to do it. Like, he was so determined. Even if he was getting frustrated, even if sometimes he couldn't do it at first, he kept on trying, and it was just lovely to see him. It's been so many memories. Number 12. What is the worst thing your child has ever done? So what's the funniest thing? My son loves to roll his eyes, and he's only just turned 2, and he's been doing that for as long as I can remember. He's been doing it from a young age. And it's just so funny and so cheeky. Like, you try not to laugh, but when he's around other people as well, they tend to laugh because it is funny. Like, it's a little child rolling their eyes, and it's like he knows he's doing it. Number 16. Where would you like your child to be in 10 years? 10 years is a bit of a far age to say, but I would love my child to do whatever he feels right. I want him to believe in himself. I want him to literally go out into the open world and do what he wants to do. The reason I say this, my mum was very supportive of me choosing my career path, choosing what I want to do, what I want to be, and I feel like being a supportive mum is key. It is key, especially because he's gonna be a young black boy. I just want him to know that I have his back, because it's gonna be hard for him, and yeah, I'm a bit worried about that, but that's another topic for another day. Number 17. What is something that having a child has taught you? Being a mother, it has taught me to be patient, to be vocal, to be head on. So when I say head on, you literally just got to be focused in everything that you do. It's not just you anymore. There's someone else relying on you. And I feel like having a child has taught me that not everyone is going to be around, and that's okay. Because I know a lot of mothers out there, mothers that I've spoken to, and things that I do see, I know that is the biggest worry, and still is a worry for some people. And I feel like you just have to mentally prepare yourself that things are going to change when you become a mother, but it's okay. At the end of the day, you have your child, whether that's a son, whether that's a daughter, you have your child, and that's the only important thing. That is the only thing that matters, your child. So I think, yeah, he's taught me so much. I could really go on, the list is long. The next question is number 18. Did you imagine that you'd be a mum at the age that you became a mum? No, I didn't. I really wanted to be a young mum. I've always said this from probably when I was in school, but I didn't have an age in mind. I just knew that I wanted to be a mum before I was 30. I did not think that I would be a mum at 23, but I think when I found out, I was feeling floods of emotions. I found out when I was with one of my closest friends, and I think that kind of helped me to adjust to the idea. Obviously, don't get me wrong, I was in a lot of shock, which she could tell you. I was in a lot of shock, but as soon as I spoke to my mum, it began to get easier, because she was one of the people that I was worried about telling. And guys, yeah, she was amazing. But yeah, don't feel like because you're a young mum, whether that's even younger than me, whether it's the same age, don't focus on that. I feel like there is a timing for everything, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I was meant to have a child at 23, clearly, because wow, he's the best thing. He's really changed my life for the better. Number 19. Describe your child in a single sentence. Loving, funny, handsome, lovely character, greedy, stubborn. Yeah, that's all I can think of for now. Number 20. How have you changed as a person since becoming a mum? I feel like I've matured in a lot of ways. I've just kind of taken life as it comes. Yeah, I've just taken life as it comes. Since having my son, a lot of changes happened. A lot of changes happened in myself. A lot of changes happened with people around me, life around me, and I'm in such a positive and great place in my life at the moment. I'm 25. I have my family. I have my friends. I have my beautiful son. Like, I'm just so happy. I just feel like since having him, God has been testing me. God has been showing me. He has been showing me obstacles. Let's say obstacles in my life, and showing me tests. And unfortunately, you have to pass some of these tests. Some tests you really don't want to go through, but it happens. Just know that when you have a child, a lot is going to change, and you have to be mentally prepared for that. And I feel like I have had 2 years to, adjust to so much stuff, and I wouldn't change it now. I really wouldn't change it for the world. I think at 25, I'm just in the best place that I could be, mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm just good. I'm so good right now. And I can only owe that to my son. He has really helped me become the best version of myself. That is the best possible way to answer this last question. But yeah, so guys, I have answered, or tried to answer all of these questions that has been given to me, and I hope you have enjoyed my mum tag. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment down below, and of course share. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye.